Exodus. Exodus 1, 15 through 20, and Exodus 2, verses 1 through 7, and verse 10. Today in my scrubs, what I'm representing for you today is your assignment. The midwife, if you will, has to ensure that the birthing area is sterile and clean. Our hands are clean or the baby. The bed is properly clean. Now see, this is our birthing stool right here. This is what she's going to get birthed in. On the birthing stool, amen? And it's clean. Now touching that to become contaminated. And touch it. All right. So a midwife has been trained, professionally trained in these days to actually know how to handle a crisis if one arrives.
Yes.
Let us go to the Word of God. Amen?
Amen.
Exodus 1, 15 to 20. The king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, whose names were Shapar and Puah, when you help the Hebrew women in childbirth and observe them on the delivery stool, if it is a boy, kill him. But if it is a girl, let her live. The midwives, however, feared God and did not do what the king of Egypt had told them to do. The authorities in their lives. The government in their lives. Those that had some type of voice in their lives to tell them, you need to abort that baby. The king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked them, why have you done this? Why have you let boys live? And the midwives answered Pharaoh, Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women. They are vigorous and give birth before the midwives arrived.
That's right.
So God was kind to the midwives, and the people increased and became even more numerous. Now these two particular ladies, Shapara and Puah, were some powerful women. I would think they were powerful because the king gave them an order to kill the male child. Now, when he found out that they did not kill, what could he have done to them? He could have killed them, had them killed.
That's right.
But God's hand was upon what they were doing.
Yes.
Amen. Let me give you all a brief history before I continue. The children of Israel were prospering and doing quite well. They were increasing abundantly and growing in number and might. But when a new king arose, Pharaoh, out of Egypt, he observed that the children of Israel were growing in number and felt intimidated because he did not want them to grow mightier than he.
That's right.
Amen? He ordered that his people deal with the children of Israel very treacherously. He had ordered that the work of their hands be so heavy that they would become burdened. And they became bitter and in bondage. So he told the midwives, see, because when a man rises up, he brings what? Strength. He brings power, he brings authority. So he was trying to kill off the male children because it would be the male children that would rise up and destroy his kingdom.
That's right.
Now let's get back to those two ladies I was telling you all about, Shapara and Puah, the Hebrew midwives. The meaning of Shapara's name is, it signifies or is derived from handsome, trumpet, that does good, to be beautiful. But our focus on in this particular definition is going to be trumpet. Puah her name signifies and is derived from the word mouth, corner, bush, or hair. We're going to focus on the word mouth.
Okay.
I want you to remember that one thing both of them had in common was voice, because a trumpet makes a sound, and the mouth makes a sound.
That's right.
And which means that they have to have a voice.
Yes.
They have to have a voice because those that were going to be born, there was a reason why those particular women were chosen, because they knew and they feared God and they would not obey the king, because if the lives that were coming down the pipeline was actually going to end up in the lineage of Jesus Christ.
Come on, come on.
They had a voice to the ones who were called to help birth destiny. Imagine all the people in your life that has been there. You might not have even realized that some people have been in your life because God placed them there. Now there's some people in your life because they just want to be there, maybe mooching off you, maybe taking from you. But there are some people that God placed in your life to help you birth something.
That's right.
If it wasn't a natural baby, I'm quite sure it was a destined baby.
All right.
So I don't know what your destined baby is, but there's a midwife that has or is supposed to help you bring forth something. And my prayer is today, when you leave here, if you haven't given birth to your destiny, your baby, the baby that God's placed in you, that today you will walk away ready to give birth, amen? Or ready to hook up with your midwife.
That's good.
In spite of being ordered to kill, they gave life. Life to the innocent, life to the broken mothers. Imagine a mom knowing that her child, if it's a male child, is about to be killed. I couldn't imagine thinking that my baby is about to be killed, or knowing. But through obedience, the obedience of the midwives, those lives were spared. Now, we were talking about voice, having a voice. The voice that they had was a voice of courage. Now, mind you, I'm not just really talking about, I'm metaphorically speaking, it seems as though I'm talking about this now. No, I'm talking about they had courage. They had authority. They had power. They had tapped into something that other people didn't know about. That they did not have to obey the government when they told them to abort these babies. That's really what it was about, abortion.
Yes.
And it was about politics telling them you need to abort these kids because they're going to rise up and they're going to destroy our nation, just like in the United States. If the president say, I want every male child killed, kill them. Because if we don't kill them, they're going to rise up and they're going to try to be the next president. You understand? So it's the same as today. Like I was saying earlier, I had lost my voice. I lost it last Saturday night. And it was literally going, and Sunday it was gone. It was, oh my God, and then it kind of came back Monday, then it was gone again, like Monday night, Tuesday. I just went through this roller coaster ride with my voice. And part of it, my son turned 21 Wednesday night, and we took him to this restaurant, and we like to bless each other on our birthdays. And I couldn't bless him the way I wanted to because I couldn't really talk. And I didn't have my authority that I wanted to speak over him. You know, when you want to bless somebody, you want to be able to say something, not just with money. You want to say, God bless you, Tasha. Happy birthday. But you got to look at, it's like you're straining, you're struggling, and you become weak. And that's what happened. I had become weak. And I actually wept at the table. If you remember, I wept because I felt powerless. Because it's something about the voice that gives you power. But actually the word of God says that we have the power to speak life or death. So I guess I thought I had lost some of my power when I couldn't speak life to my son. Come on. Let's go to Exodus 2, verse 1 through 7 and 10. Now a man of the house of Levi married a Levite woman. She became pregnant and gave birth to a son. And when she saw that he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she could hide, he was kicking. He was moving all around. Because they 3 months, they doing a lot of stretching and kicking and they're doing all of that. They want some attention. I don't know how long the baby had been out there. But he was doing something to get attention. Do you feel your baby kicking? Do you hear your baby kicking? Can you hear it crying? What is calling you for? What's calling your baby forth?
That's good.
Where's your Moses?
Yes.
That's good.
So she went and she drew him out of the water. Now, I'm quite sure this story, you've heard the story for years. But I want to bring your attention to being drawn out of the water. Being drawn out of the water. You see, everybody is in some type of water. I want to say danger.
Hallelujah. Glory.
Some of us are still in the water of adultery. Some of us are still in the water of fornication, stealing, depression, oppression, poverty, more than enough, divorce, failed relationships, failure, anxiety, fear, struggle, abandonment, rape, abuse, neglect, terror, death, sexual immorality, torture. Some of us are still in the water. Your water doesn't look like Moses' water, but your water looks a little bit different. I don't know your water. I know my water. And I know that I need to be drawn out of that filthy water. You see, because the midwives that